It is the Friday wrap, legendary wrapping.
Legendary, always legendary.
We're in the fall now, and yesterday we were like, no, 2 days ago, it was like 76
Beautiful.
degrees Fahrenheit. It was what, 24 Celsius, and now
That's why I'm wearing a sweater today.
yeah,
It's
now
a little chilly.
The weekend's supposed to be up in the 70s and the mid-20s, so it's going to be nice.
And you're looking rather
Yeah,
nice.
actually-
I look a little underdressed.
I went to a funeral today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Frank Peterangelo, who was a great man. Peterangelo is well known in Niagara Falls, and he passed away last week. And I was actually the best man for his daughter years and years ago, and super family. So yeah, went to a funeral. You know what? He had a great life, tough man, left a great legacy, and he's no longer suffering. So we're happy in that respect. So God bless you, Frank. And let's, I honestly. Seriously, I'm in a dilemma. Like, I went to a funeral today, and I'm driving around, coming back to the studio, here, Studio J, and I'm feeling depressed. It's like, what's going on in this world?
It's really kind of messed up right now, isn't it?
It is. We're having trouble, folks, out there. And you know what? We, the people, are going to have to straighten it out because the people at the top can't. It's a big mix-up. And if you don't think the U.S. election is going to affect us, you're wrong, because it is going to affect us. We were at Wynne's appearance in the Scotiabank Center. Listen, I hold nothing personal against the lady. I don't.
No.
If you're
She's
watching,
trying to do her job,
Okay.
trying the best way. Her party is telling her to do it, which we don't agree with.
Yeah. Your advisors are wrong. We cannot afford to sell Hydro. We cannot not afford to pay the bills. Wayne Gates was on the show yesterday. We've recorded that show. We're going to put some pieces together for you on Monday. We apologize, but we are so swamped. We will get that out for you. And Wayne will also have excerpts on his site. Also, anybody from the Liberal Party, the PC Party that would like to respond, please write us, call us, and
Come on our show. We'll gladly give you the opportunity to speak your piece.
You know what? We have lawyers, and we have professionals, and we have accountants and economists running our country. I personally can't figure it out. The people I've talked to can't figure out why we would sell Hydro, take a big loss of $1 billion a year after we get our initial $9 billion sale, why our rates are going up, and why we would think in the wildest frame of imagination that selling off Hydro
It's going to work.
It's going to work.
It's going to
And
make
it's
us
gonna
all
make it
cheaper.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. It boggles the mind. And I just really want answers, and I think Ontario people want answers.
Now, in Elgin, Middlesex, London, the MPP there, which his name's Jeffrey Urich, has just brought something to the attention of the public, and that's a situation where anglers and hunters pay licensing fees every year. And I didn't realize that it amounts to $70 million.
Yeah, it's huge.
That money's disappearing, and some group has gone in through public information, found that $65,000 of that money was used to purchase and sell a house. $12,600 was used for a psychologist. I don't know if a deer got hit and then they had to, talk it back to health and sorry that I have no idea. I mean, but here's what it is. This is called what they call special purpose account. They don't have to keep reports. When the finance minister was asked about this, $70 million of taxpayer money, and you don't have to keep an account or a record.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody has to keep records of whatever they're doing, even us as taxpayers. Certainly the finance minister should have to keep track of that kind of thing. Come on, that's ridiculous.
So, it's something has to be done. And the only people, obviously, that are going to be able to do this, other than God, because I think we've turned away a lot from God, maybe we need to start praying and say, can somebody please fix the system? People, you've got to stand up for your rights, or we're going to lose them. We're doing it. We're standing up. Can't do it alone. We had 30 people with us the other day who were standing up.
Yeah.
And we had some politicians that were afraid to stand up. I understand you want to get in a position, you want to do the right thing, you want to stay friends, but if we don't make the statement, they're not getting the message, no matter what we think.
Then we're just going to be in worse position very soon.
Debate. What do you think about the U.S. presidential debate, round two?
Well, round two, I think, definitely went to Trump. Yeah, I do. I think it went to him. I think he crushed her. I still see people saying that she won, but I don't know how you could figure that out. But I wouldn't want to make that vote. I really wouldn't. It's a tough place to be in.
Listen, more stuff has come out in the past few days about women who are now speaking up 35 years later about being groped and touched. Listen, why didn't you come out 35 years ago?
Why now?
Listen, this is nothing. It's not whether I believe the women or whether I don't. Why now? Is somebody paying you? If that's what's happening here? And you're accusing, it's an accusation. So it shouldn't even be part of what's going on in the election or an issue because it's not proven. Okay, it's alleged. He's denied.
Why didn't they bring it up before the election even started, when he was thinking about running?
Yeah, if you really cared about...
Want to stop him then.
So I have a problem. Let's talk about locker room talk, okay? He was talking, what he said. Listen, uncautionable, shouldn't have been said, but it was said in a private conversation with a guy. I'm going to tell you, and I don't, all these politically correct people, and I've listened to talk shows out of Toronto, big talk shows. I've listened to people locally, and I've listened to people nationally. Let me tell you something. Men do talk in lockers like that. I've been around it myself. I've coached kids for 39 years in hockey.
If you've played hockey or football, you've heard that kind of talk.
Everybody talks like that, and you also take it out of context too. You take what you want to hear, but there's also other stuff talking around.
Doesn't mean it's not rude. Yes, it is. But also, women do it too. We talk about this. Yes, we do. I've been with women that have sat around and talked about the men we're with or whatever and said rude things or things that we would never say in public.
50 Shades of Grey, what was that all about?
Yeah.
Real nice things?
And
how many did they sell that?
Exactly.
So let's be honest.
Let's be real here.
Let's not be politically correct because sometimes it gets us in trouble. Those things really do happen. Trump got caught, absolutely got caught, but he's not the only one. And you know what? A lot of times people are saying things that happened when they didn't just to make themselves look better.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You in the U.S. have to get serious. We in Canada have to support what's going on. You got to get to the issues, okay? And I think when you look at what Hilary was saying the other night, she was talking about strategies for Syria and stuff like that. And again, there's so much stuff on Facebook. Who knows what's true? Who knows if Putin's doing this or if we're doing that or if the U.S. is involved in covert operations? Nobody knows what's going on over there.
And we're not going to ever know.
Yeah, but she's saying we should do this, this, and this, and Putin is to blame, and Putin is hacking now. So what's happening?
Oh my gosh, Putin has come out and said, get my Russian people out of the foreign countries, out of Canada, out of the U.S., come back home. We don't want our children who are studying there to be there. It's going to be World War III. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, so if you don't think the issues are important, media, you folks out there on the far left who are out talking about all this garbage, which believe me, bring it up after. Okay, they both should be in jail if what's been alleged is true. Both of them should be in jail. So obviously you have no choice right now. You've got to vote for one of them. But let's make sure we're not voting for people that are going to cause World War III, that are not going to look after the economy, that are still going to take care of tax breaks for the rich and forget about the poor and the lower class. And you really got to get off your butts, do some research. If the media is not going to do it, get rid of the rhetoric, get on the issues, and find out who's talking about making your country better, which affects our country.
Find out your own opinion. What you read in media is the person who wrote it. That's their opinion of someone they talk to. That's all it is. Go read, research, find out in depth what it's all about, who did what. Make your own decisions.
Get on the Peet Reet YouTube channel, go to peetreet.com, click on a video. Give us your opinions on this. Let's start to stand up. And we'll also leave some information on this Friday wrap that gets you to a brand new rally. And I think it's our last chance rally here in Niagara to say, look, we want to see what's going on with Hydro, Premier Wynne. And I think that's going to be something that you need to get to do. Because if you don't do it, we're going to be in trouble.
Exactly.
We're going to talk about Wayne Gretzky when we come back on the Friday night wrap.
It's Peet and Reet and the Friday night wrap, the legendary wrap, of course.
It's legendary wrap all the time. I'm feeling better now because I took a little break there during the break. Yeah, calm down. And so let's get into some fun stuff. Wayne Gretzky, who you know, arguably the greatest hockey player. I'm a Bobby Orr fan first, then I go Gretzky. But arguably the best hockey player. He's come back home. He's come back to roost.
Nice. Coming back to Edmonton, I hear.
Edmonton. And actually, they took his bronze statue, which they had at the old arena, and it's gone to the new one now.
Right.
And he's now going to be a partner and vice chair. I just wonder, and of course we know Walter really well.
Yeah.
How he's going to find time to be with his family, be out in Los Angeles, be out there with the game. He's promised to be one day or so a month in Niagara at his winery, which is opening up soon. I think it's about 75% built.
The jet will be flying a lot, his private jet.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. So he's going to be a busy guy. I'd be honest with you, as a hockey fan, that's where he belongs, and I'm glad that he's gone to Edmonton.
Yeah.
And so I think
Oh yeah, I think every Edmontonian will be thrilled.
another legendary story continues. And speaking of legendary, I think one of the best legacies that you could leave in life is to get involved with charity and giving. And I saw the most amazing video today on Facebook where a CEO of a company went and pretended he was homeless, and he was talking to one of his employees who was homeless, and she was supposed to train him, and she did the best job ever. And then they were talking in the back room, and he was saying how life was getting bad, and then she said, "Don't worry, I've been there," and she explained her situation. He literally started crying.
Oh,
and
wow.
then he met her after at a I believe it was a baseball field somewhere, and then told her who she was, and he said his name.
It just gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, I got goosebumps myself. And not only did he give her a $14,000 raise, he gave her $250,000
For a home?
for a home to take care of her three kids and her, who were living in a
I
shelter for the
love
last 2 years.
people like that.
So kudos to him.
That's
I
amazing.
wish I knew his name and I could tell you how to get there, but we'll put that on the end too. We'll leave you some kind of
link to read,
you can
yeah.
get to. So
Yeah.
now you've got a great event going tomorrow, which Peet Reet will be a part of.
We will be there. It's called the Awesome Fundraiser, and it's happening at the Multi-Agency Training Center in Hamilton, 1227 Stone Church Road, between 9 and 4. And we will be there. It's for a little boy in Hamilton who's autistic, and of course the government
Chance to give back.
The government has cut off funding for autistic children.
Because
Some
they
of it,
can't afford it,
Right.
Because we're spending $70 million here that we don't have to report.
so
And
parents who have autistic children are having to raise money, and this family is trying to raise money for their son, for his schooling, the training that he needs, the stuff that he needs to grow strong. So we're going to be there. There's going to be.
you remember Angel Sacco, right? We had
Yep.
her on the show Labor Day, right?
Yeah.
We have her on Labor Day, and she had her son the same thing. They don't have the money now to take care of these children, and autism is on the rise, huge.
Exactly. So we're going to be there, and it's $5 for a hot dog and hamburger.
Can't beat that. And good ones, too.
Oh yeah, the good ones. And there's also, it's $20 if you want to dress your child up in, or your whole family in a Christmas outfit, your sweaters, whatever, and get your picture taken for Christmas. They will be edited, cropped professionally, and sent to you by email. Or you can come in your Halloween costumes if you want, which I think would be great as well. Those are kind of special pictures. So we're looking forward to that.
And
we have
50-50 draw.
50-50 draw. We have raffles, and
Peet Reet will be there, so
yes,
come and meet us.
and there might be a couple of special guests as well from Hamilton area.
Actually, one of them, I believe, was autistic.
Yes,
And
exactly.
with the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Yes.
Great story. And if he's there, but I'll tell you, that gives me goosebumps.
Well,
Just
he's
wanted to be
definitely going to be there.
Is he going to be there?
Yes.
Fantastic. Listen, I think we all need to take a deep breath this weekend. Get out there and help somebody. Do something nice for somebody. Let's get together as human beings, okay? Not as races, not as religions, and let's get this world working for us. And we do that by stepping forward and saying,
One at a
stop,
time.
it's not right. And God bless you all. I hope you have a great weekend wherever you are. And listen, for those of you, and we have lots of viewers in Japan, Australia, France, the UK.
Yes.
We apologize for talking locally, but you know what? Maybe you should check in a theater near you and see if this stuff is going on in your back door. And learn from us.
Subscribe, definitely share, and we'll see you next time.
On the Friday Wrap with Peet Reet.
So 9 o'clock tomorrow, we'll be there.
Yes. I'm looking forward to barbecue. 9 o'clock tomorrow. We are there.
Breakfast. Nothing like a burger for breakfast.